Well, good evening. Well, and that's good evening from Renske as well. That's good. That's a sign of a release of tension. I like that. But thank you everyone who's joining me for our first Wednesday night live of the 2024 season. Now, just to let you know, I'm trialling for the first time doing the live hack through the GoPro. I've not done this previously because I like to be able to interact with everybody and see your comments. But thanks to the wonderful people, the technicians at GoPro, we've managed to work a way out to do it. So I do still have my phone here that you can see. So I'm going to be able to see all the comments. And first of all, I'm going to say good evening to one of our amazing guardian angels, Tara. Thank you for joining us. Good evening, Poison Elf as well. Lovely to have you on here. And Karen and Cassidy. So the other thing that I just want to mention is that we may occasionally cut out because I'm relying on my mobile phone data, and I've not been able to apply the windbreak to the microphone, and because it's turned a bit windy this evening, there might be a bit of wind noise. So obviously if you don't like those sorts of noises or you don't like the interruptions, then you can always put it onto silent or watch back later. Good evening, Inika. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Maria. Hi, Leslie. Judith, Lisa, Dave. Oh, it's so lovely to see so many familiar faces on here. And it's one of those things that with all the videos that we do, I absolutely love all the comments that come through. And I will try and like them all, but there's no way I would have the time. I would be in the office even more if I was replying to them all. But please don't ever think that it's not because that it's because I'm ignoring them. I just love all the interaction and I love sharing everybody with you. And you know, one of the first things that I should say as well, there's so many things I always have to say, is a couple of weeks ago I wouldn't have imagined that I'd be lucky enough to be doing this tonight with Renske, because it's not very often that I get panicked by something that happens with the horses, but what she did in the field the other weekend frightened the life out of me. Good evening, Jamie. Good evening, Ruth. Good evening, Jane. Lovely to see you on here as well. If you didn't catch that video, because there's a couple of people who said that they didn't know what had happened. Frey and I were up at the barn doing a bit of a spring clean, and Frey came through and she said, "Oh, there's something black, like there's a big black mound in the field, it just doesn't look right." And we looked down there, and down in the 14-acre field we could just see this big black mound in the middle of the field. All the other horses were off in the distance, and I was just hoping and praying that it was somebody who'd lost their rug and it was just on the floor, because it wasn't moving. The fact that none of the other horses were around it just screamed to me that this is a real problem. Anyway, we scooted down there, and I have to say I was absolutely fearing the worst. We didn't even know who it was, and having had a situation with Siska several years ago where she just literally dropped dead in the field, it was awful. That was what I was worrying about. Anyway, I'm very pleased to say that Ren was fine, but it did just hit home to me the importance of looking after these oldies. Cassidy, there's no need to reply. Well, the good thing about these lives is that I'd like to think that I can reply. We'd rather you spend your time caring and interacting with the horses. Thank you, Cassidy. That's really kind of you. You know, I do always, you know, for any donations that are coming in, I think it's really important for me to personally thank people as much as I possibly can, you know, because yes, I want to spend my time with the horses, but equally, you know, I like to keep in touch with all of you. Thank you, Inika. Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining. Anyway, I didn't have anything specific in my mind that I was going to talk about this evening. I just really wanted to get out and about with Renske, take you around the village. It would be useful to know what do you think of the view, because compared to with the phone, I always have to go portrait, and so you just don't get as good a view as I hope that you're getting from the GoPro now. The only problem with this is I can't necessarily angle it round to what I want to show you, but I am going to turn around here, because look, these are all the little Exmoors. They're in the field next to our guys. I don't know whether you can see way down in the distance all the other girls and Hidda. I did get some really sad news actually from a lady who helps look after these Exmoors, that unfortunately they lost one of them to colic at the weekend, which is always the most horrible thing. The views are good. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Ruth. Sorry I couldn't organise the sunshine and the blue skies for tonight. We were really lucky last year because I think pretty much all the Wednesday night lives we had sunshine. I think it was only a couple towards the end of the season where we got rain, but at least it stopped raining now. I went out earlier with Doubtson. I rode Doubtson and took Micah with me, and if I get the chance tonight I'll post that up on YouTube as well. And it was raining and miserable, but you know, it's winter. I shouldn't keep moaning about the weather, even though it has been the wettest ever. I probably say that every year. Good evening, Panilla. So where's everyone from? I can see we've got Diane in California. I know where you are, Tara, as well. I should know lots of you, but yeah, my memory doesn't serve me so well these days. Hate Waiting. I always love your name on this. I'd love to know the history behind that, behind your YouTube name, Hate Waiting. I'm with you on that though. You're in love with all the stone walls. They are beautiful. Well, they really are. Oh, Panilla, Denmark. Wonderful. How lovely. And Seattle, Ohio, Staffordshire, North Carolina. Isn't it lovely that these days we can share things across the world? You know, I've had lots of visitors over the years from all around the world, you know, coming physically to the farm, and I want more. You know, I'd love for more people to come along and actually have that chance to interact with these guys on the ground. But the way the world is now, at least we can reach people online. Netherlands, Lenny in Netherlands, another in Ohio. Lisa, you're never in the Isle of Wight. You should be on your way up here. Lisa's spent a lot of time with us, as has Jane Holden, who are both on here joining us tonight. In fact, Jane was threatening to make a surprise visit, so I was fully expecting her to actually be on the yard this evening as I was setting up for this. Well, judging by my view on my phone, I don't think we've cut out on reception so far, which is good. What's that? My daughter having a bunch of tests done and waiting is driving both of us crazy. I hope tests as in exam tests and nothing horrible. We'll think positive on that, and we'll think that it isn't anything horrible. Jane, you wish. Yeah, you need to get yourself up here. Oh, isn't that the best sound? Hey, Ren. I love it, and I know there's a few of you who've asked me to do a sort of ASMR type video. Clip. Fine. I'm never offended by that. And actually yesterday when I was trialling this process for the first time, perfect condition. Danny, there was sun, but Hol and I were both out, old chat, so because it gives me thing. Ground concentration, other things. Sometimes it's because when I'm like you're gonna rain, you know, it's quite common. Well, hello Donna, using Matthew's account. Lovely to see you on here. Ah, yours is okay. We are breaking up. Okay, well, hopefully it will come back in. Jamie, turn around. Shall I turn around and just go back? Okay, if it gets that bad, yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned that. Oh, okay, we're better. There's certain hot spots, and if I'd been organised enough, or if I hadn't needed sleep last night, just a few hours, I'd have watched back the video that I took yesterday as I went round the village, just to see where the bad hot spots are, where it breaks up, because I know that there are certain spots that it does. And as I say, if I'd managed to find the time to watch it back, I could have warned you. But sorry, I wasn't that organised. But I know now, on the way back, that going back up Greenbank Lane, thank you, Jamie, I can go straight ahead. Oh dear. You are back visiting soon, Donna. Yeah, please don't bring any more chocolate. The amount of chocolate that there's been on the yard recently. I know it's been Easter, but you know, and we're always very grateful for anything like that. Me especially for dark chocolate, but yeah, when it's rainy days, you know, and you have to do that whole thing of comfort eating. And ultimately, you know, Renske's not going to thank me for things like that. You know, she's put on a few pounds over winter, she's lost fitness, and then I get on her back, having put on a few pounds as well, and not being very fit, and ask her to carry me around the village. But actually, she loves being out. If you saw my reel I posted earlier, just to sort of promote tonight, and you joining me, honestly, every time I went to video Ren, her ears were in the position that they're generally in when she's not being ridden, and they were just back, and I thought, well, she just looks miserable. But that's Renske's look. You know, the time that she has her ears forward the most is when she's out doing what she's doing now. And it's something all through her life. She's in the winter, she gets a bit down. If she was human, I think she'd be classed as having seasonal affectiveness disorder. Sorry, I just should have a look at a few comments again. Good evening, Eve. Shocking weather in Eastbourne this morning, but the sun shone all afternoon. Oh, good. You used to ride around Stirling and Edinburgh. Oh, excellent. Christina, you're Washington. Jamie, better check with Bailey before turning down chocolate. That's an absolutely fair point. Bailey has today been making scones, his first batch of scones. There was a little bit of drama. I had him call me. I was in the office and he called me and he's like, Mum, you got to come to the cottage quickly. And I'm thinking, oh no, he's burnt himself, he's cut himself. And I got down there and he'd used the wrong blender or the wrong tool on his wonderful blender that he's got. And unfortunately it had broken it, so he'd used the whisk to whisk a dough mixture, which obviously wasn't good for the whisk, and he was absolutely traumatized that he'd broken it. So I calmed the situation down. We ran through why it had happened, and he's going to find himself another whisk now. But he made his scones. I don't generally eat things like that, but I tried it and it was actually very, very good. Anyway, going back to what's on the phone. Maureen, yes, I'm glad Ren's feeling better. Tara, you're right, the tiffin. And of course, now that Sandra is making dark chocolate tiffin, I have to eat it, because, you know, it'd be rude not to. But Sandra, I don't know whether she's watching on here now, because she's gone away for a couple of weeks. So she actually bought us extra because she was going to be away. How cool is that? It's the gateway drug. Good evening, Nakota and Zandra. Nakota and Zandra's Adventures. Love watching all your videos on YouTube and behind the scenes. What program do I use to edit? I tend to use CapCut. I quite like CapCut. I'm just going to actually bring this car forward. I know that oh, they want me to go. I didn't really want to trot, but okay. They're obviously happy to wait, so that's fine. Hole likes to use Canva a lot, and we do use Canva for creating the thumbnails, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm quite a fan of CapCut. I do most of it on my phone, but I've now just been able to upgrade my computer, so I'm getting grips with editing it on the computer as well, which I think there's a few more options to do things. But one of the things, I don't know whether there's anybody else on here who uses CapCut, but I'm trying to find something where I can get a scrolling list of everyone's names, because there's all sorts of things you can do on text with these editors, but for some reason I can't get that. But anyway, that's getting a little bit technical. Yes, Jamie, I did say to him that he should try making a video of doing his scones, but as usual, he didn't really listen to me. But I think he's quite proud of what he made, because he was set a mission by a wonderful lady, Nicolette, who's owns one of the most beautiful hotels in the Lake District, and mission of setting up some afternoon teas for visitors to have in our friendship barn. So the idea is that he creates afternoon tea suitable for 2 kid visitors and an afternoon tea for their chosen horse in there, because, you know, we want to get more visitors coming along for our Friesian friendship barn sessions. So Nicolette suggested that actually afternoon tea in there would be great. And we have a few people who one of our meet horses and then choose which horse they like, and then the friendship with them, or perhaps some kind of yard experience, spend half a day with us on just getting involved in what we're doing, look after, and then head into the friendship for some lunch. Anyway, we're in Cartmel Village. Look, how lovely is it? We've just gone past the Sticky Toffee Pudding shop. Let me turn my camera around, see if you probably can't, but you'll see it on the way back. Should we go straight ahead or left? Let me read a few things. You're going to be doing lives on Facebook too, or just on here? Love to watch them all. I did wonder about doing once a week on Facebook and once a week on YouTube, but I'm very good at putting a lot of pressure on myself, and I struggle to do both. But I do feel bad for everybody on Facebook who's years, and a lot of followers have struggled to find the link for YouTube. Anyway, I need to make a decision about which way to go. Should we go straight ahead? Do you want to go straight ahead, Ren? Should we do that, or do you want to go left? No, you want to go left. I'm going to side left. We'll go left and we'll spin around the village this way. Inika, don't tell Bailey that he's cute. I don't think he likes that name, cute. Oh, I tell him he's cute all the time. And then he is a really cool dude. I am, obviously, because he's my... yes, sorry, on you. White pickup was on me. I got up to the phone, so to pull over anyway. So that's fine. But drivers around here tend to be very considerate. Oh, are we breaking up again? Sorry. Sorry. Yes, we've gone past Sticky Toffee. Oh, Dave, are you leaving us? Thank you for joining us on here. You do Facebook. That's the thing, a lot of people on here don't do Facebook. Hiya. Hi. And don't do social media. So, you know, the nice thing about YouTube is you don't have to give any of your personal details away. You don't even have to subscribe, although it costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. And obviously, without wanting to go on about it, we are trying to build our subscribers, because then, you know, we'll get a little bit more from the advertising revenue, which at the moment... Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to say goodbye to Judith. Thank you for joining. See you again next time, maybe. At the moment, our advertising revenue from YouTube brings in between £5 and £10 to £12 a day, which is fantastic, because for all the years that we've been on, oh, look at this one in front, on social media, it's brought in virtually nothing. Obviously, we've been able to share with everybody, but the advertising revenue on there, you know, whether I'm doing it right. So yeah, we need this is the horses. Even horses running around. Let me get to the comments. Fabulous Nicolette. She really is fabulous, Jamie. Bailey needs to think of baking Bud as theatre. Excellent theatre at that, if he's starring. Oh, okay. You always come up with such good ideas. Good evening, Alicia. Good evening, Jenny. Tomorrow's going to stroke. It's glitching again. You see, you know her so well. I love it. I did warn her before I came out that there was going to be wind noise. Hiya. Because it is one of her biggest bugbears. But unfortunately, I did have a case that I could put on the GoPro that had a wind brake or a wind muff. But I couldn't fit it onto the harness. So that's a little issue that GoPro need to fix. I'll be messaging them about that. Oh, they're going to wait for me. Thank you kindly. And I can't attach an external microphone to the GoPro. Again, something else that they could perhaps look at. Right, let me get back to comments. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit behind. For those unable to locate YouTube link on Facebook, are you able to place a link on your Facebook feed? We are, and this is where Frey is brilliant, because Frey will have been on our Facebook page and our behind the scenes Facebook group, and posted a link on there so that everybody could come on. And I think I've got it set up now so that even if you're not subscribed to our channel, that you can make comments. Inika, thank you for joining us. Sorry you've got to go. Maybe see you next time. Thank you, Nakota. Alicia, have spring. Love to see you all again on the hacks. I know, it's so nice to be back out. So nice. You've got in Kathy. So Kathy, did you have trouble getting into YouTube then? Could your website central house a home link to YouTube GoFundMe? Your website, so are you talking about our website, as in the Friesian Experience Black Horses one? Because I think Tara mentioned it the other day about putting the link to the GoFundMe on there, and I have now put it on the Sanctuary page. And I'm pretty sure if you go on the home page of our website, there is a link. I think there's 4 links that I've put on there. One is book a friendship barn session, one is 2024 events, another is watch us on YouTube, and oh, I can't remember what the other one is, but you might have meant something different. Hi Christina. I love coming down this bit of the road. It's lovely. I don't know whether you can see the priory over there. Hiya. Hi. Let me see if I can, hold on, let me turn around, because the camera's sat on my chest. So with my phone, I can obviously angle the phone to where it needs to go. Can you see the priory there? And you won't be able to see on here probably, but I should do just a normal video. But just through there, you can see our house up on the hillside. Oh, I've got a car coming. I better move. Let's do a bit of leg yield across, Ren. Leg yield across. That's good for your tummy muscles and mine. It was dark and breaking up. All is working now, and this is my first live stream. Oh, Kathy, thank you for joining. I'm so glad that you've been able to find your way here. Nancy, oh excellent, you've got a 30-minute lunchtime so you can watch. I did message you earlier. I did lots of messages earlier just to thank so many of you for getting our all I can call it is our most ambitious campaign up and running when I launched it. If you've seen the YouTube video, you'll know that on Monday, obviously because of, according to Holly, because of the eclipse and because it was raining, I was a bit grumpy and miserable, and I was thinking, when am I going to launch this campaign? Because I'm really conscious that we need to move quickly to try and get these buildings done, because everything takes so long to do, because for some reason somebody only created 24 hours in a day. And I kind of need quite a few more than that, because, you know, I could spend all 24 hours doing things I want to do and need to do. Who was it who said we need to change tomorrow my favourite saying now from... Sorry, I'm not just talking to myself. I am live streaming. No, I'm sorry. I haven't gone crazy. Changing the favourite saying of I just need to do to we need to do. I love that, and I love the fact that, you know, we're this great little community. I've just realised everybody will be thinking me out, and that's to myself. So I can not. Linda joining us from Canada, wonderful. Hi. Oh, Pamela, we've got you on here. That's fantastic. I'm so here. Those of you who know, it's been on Facebook for many years. Gives feedback and comments on absolutely everything, which is invaluable. Visited a couple of times. Years ago, she came, rode hybrid mare Bella. Had a very, very special connection with Hoytzer. Pamela, we do need to get you up here again. You need to come along and have a friendship barn session with Hoytzy. Oh, are we breaking up again? They'll be discussing you in the village tomorrow. I'm probably arranging to have me locked up. But you know, that doesn't matter. They'll have to catch me first. Anyway, there we go. There's Sticky Toffee. There's the famous Sticky Toffee pudding shop. Sorry, can you village? I've been busy. Why I haven't about on the history. It's going to be the only time. It's my favourite ride. How many I go? Never get. Everyone, our mum talks herself when she's walking us with us and videoing. I like it, Nakota. You'd like to think, because you know, because I've got a GoPro on and I'm wearing a high vis that says I'm doing live filming, that people might figure it out, but you know, who knows. Type Jenny, who's that crazy woman on the horse talking to herself? I gave up. You know, that's the good thing about getting older. I gave up about worrying too much about what people thought of me, because I am who I am. I've got nothing to hide. And if somebody doesn't like who I am, then they just need to not be part of my world. Because as you get older, I think you just, and I've talked about this before, you just learn that there's a lot of people you can't change the way they think about things, and there's no point in trying because they're just on a different wavelength, which is absolutely fine. And you just surround yourself with the people that you have an affinity with, that you have an understanding with. And that way it makes for a happy life, because it's like, I suppose I can liken it to the news, really. Hiya. Oh, I'll just tuck in here because there's a car coming. Sorry, I'm not just talking to myself, I promise. Yeah. You know, there's such awful things happening in the world, I believe. I don't watch the news, but I hear little snippets. And if it's something that I can do something about, then I'll listen to it and get involved. But if I can't do anything about it, and it causes a lot of upset and depression and makes me very anxious and sad, then actually why spend my time looking at it? And it's another reason why I love to share what we do, because as much as, you know, there'll be the odd video where I'll have a bit of a whinge and a moan about how hard life is. You know, days like today, you know, spring and it's the best place in the world to be. To be honest, it's the best place in the world to be, even in the winter. Even, you know, as grim and as tough as it can be. I shouldn't laugh, that's a slightly hysterical laugh. It's amazing, it's wonderful, and you know, that's why I want so many more people to share it, whether it's online or in person. If it gives you an escape from anything horrible, whether it's what's happening in the world around you or what's happening in your life at the time, if we can provide that through our videos of you just being able to connect and engage with these amazing horses and our very beautiful farm, then bring it on. You know, get yourself on here, subscribe, watch all the videos. Maybe I should put a warning on ones where I'm going to have a whinge or a moan. Although you can, the great thing on YouTube videos now is that you can scroll forward through the bits that you don't want to see. Nancy, you haven't watched TV in over a year now. Do you know, when I was probably, gosh, I was only about 17 or 18, and I just won a big dog handling competition at Crufts, which is the big dog show over here. I used to do a lot of dog showing and handling, and I'd won a big competition, and the local radio station asked to interview me. And I went on there, and I'll never forget being absolutely horrified when the presenter, who was probably the age I am now, he told me that he hadn't watched television for years. I found it completely alien, and I thought, how can you not watch television? Because I grew up in a household where the television was constantly on. And Mum, bless her heart, and I don't know whether Mum's watching on here at the moment, she likes to have the television on the whole time. And, you know, there's some really sad things on there. So yeah, I've become one of those people as well, Nancy. I just don't watch the telly. Tamara, myself and Bailey watch a bit of Netflix or a bit of the Disney Channel every now and again, just to watch a series, just for some switch off time. But yeah, don't tend to watch standard TV. Anyway, let me go back to here. Hello, Lindsay. Oh, you see, it's another guardian angel. I'm so pleased to see you on here. You're absolutely right. You can't please all the people all the time. And I used to try and do that because I'm a natural born people pleaser, and I still will be a people pleaser for the people who I think I can please. If that's saying the right thing. Isn't the scenery beautiful? I should turn, I'm going to swivel in the saddle and show you a little bit of Hampsfell over there. And just moving away from the comments for a sec, Hampsfell, if you didn't see all my live hacks from last year, I actually took Anya up there, I think on the summer solstice? It would have been the summer solstice. Oh, and it was such a beautiful evening. And I was really nice to her because I drove her up there in the lorry rather than making her climb up the hill, because she wouldn't have thanked me for that. But it was a beautiful evening. Unfortunately, the feed did cut out an awful lot because the reception up on the hill there isn't very good. So I don't know whether I'll do it again this year. What I did think, though, is because I'm loving my me and Renske time this evening. The Hole suggested this to me, that every week it's just me and Ren doing our live hacks because she loves them. And maybe if we both build up enough fitness, I'll get you all out to the beach, because Renske was always known as the speed queen. She always loved a good gallop. I know last year she was feeling it a little bit and was getting quite tired, but I think she'd love a trip to the beach again. So we'll maybe aim for that. Not quite sure what week it'll be, but I'll let you know. Right, what else we got? Nancy, rather watch you guys gardening and positive things. Yeah, I'm all for that. Anything positive. We don't like negativity. We don't like unpleasantness and negativity. Right, just let this car go past. Maureen, will the tape of this hack be available later on YouTube? Yes, it does. It does stay on the channel. You have to look at the lives. I think I could probably repost it on the main video page because it's also saving to the memory stick on the GoPro. Whinge, you know, I on the not whinge. But yeah, it's good for the soul. Poor whole Jodie and Freya and Tamara and Bailey get to hear me whinge every now and again. But you know, you always whinge to the ones closest to you, don't you? Just to get it out of your system. I hope my mum's on here, Jamie. Nancy, what's that Netflix? BritBox. I've not tried BritBox. Don't know what that is. Makota, you don't watch TV anymore. I'm sorry if I'm way behind on the comments. This is your switch off time. It's my switch off time as well. The nearest town, Jenny, is Kendal. Hazel, Tracy, not enough hours in your day for watching TV. No, you're right. And do you know what? Tomorrow night, we actually sat down and started watching a new thing on, I think it was actually BBC iPlayer last night. It wasn't very good, and actually afterwards I said, right, you've got to stop me now watching anything like that in the evenings because I've got too much to do. And you know, I get as much enjoyment through doing, I was going to say my admin, but not all my admin. Oh look, horse running through into the other field. Oh, I don't know whether you can all run through. Might be too far in the distance camera, but they've all run through from the 40-acre field into the long field. Oh, someone's left behind. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that in the distance because it'll be too far away. That reminds me, of course, when their summer field dries out enough. Oh, they're having a buck and a kick. Oh, you see, I'd ordinarily be videoing this for you. I wonder if I can do it while I'm on the live. I don't know whether I can. But yeah, watching them gallop across the field like that. Let's turn round. Oh, we might see them on the bottom there. Look, Ren's spotted them. Oh, they look so beautiful. Oh, I really hope you can see that. But when we put them through into their summer field, I'm going to try and do the same thing and bring you live footage of it through the GoPro, because it's the most beautiful thing to see, and especially when they've got all their rugs off. I don't know whether you saw any of that. Anyway, I've lost track on the comments again. Pamela, rather watch the Black Beauties and chill and relax. Getting stressed about the outside world. Jane, yeah, there has got to be a date for Ren on the beach, definitely. Maureen, you'd like to share it? I don't know whether, I think you can still share a live. I think so. If not, somebody let me know and I'll just upload it off the memory stick and pop it on the main. Oh look, you can see my phone there. Hold on, I'm holding it to the side. Alicia, you turned TV off 20 years ago. Wow. BritBox is like Netflix, all British shows. Hazel, yeah, live beach. Definitely, we're going to have to do it. Experimental, elemental. Don't pay the TV licence. Yeah, fair enough. Cassidy, perhaps when you're planning a hack to a beautiful area that you have poor reception, you might consider filming, but rather than broadcasting live, add a narration later, if not too much time required. You're right, Cassidy, and you know, I will still do pre-recorded hacks out as well, you know, where I'm not even talking because it's just nice to enjoy the scenery. But it's weird, when I started doing more of the live hacks, because I filmed while I'm riding for years and years, and when I started doing the live hacks more during COVID, there were a few times that I went out and for whatever reason Facebook wasn't allowing the comments and people weren't coming through. I felt so lonely. I mean, I do love hacking on my own with just the horses, and I love to just be connected to them, but it was really odd. And then it's never difficult for me to talk, as you've gathered, because I can talk for England. But it's really nice to have questions and feedback, because then that just, you know, keeps the words coming, keeps the words flowing. Whereas if I'm not getting that engagement, I think, okay, well, what do I talk about next? And then I go off on a weird little tangent. Anyway, oh, Tara, you could see them. That's good. Yes, can you zoom in? I guess if you're watching on a very big screen, you probably could see them. I'm hoping that there's going to be some really good footage. We were filmed by Channel 5 last September. They filmed, it was predominantly about Teddy Bear doing his first event in the village, but they got some really good footage of all the girls down in the 14-acre field with their drone. So I'm hoping that will be on TV in the next few months, I believe. Although I do need to let them know what's happened with Teddy Bear. Speaking of Teddy Bear, he was a little bit sore today, so, and this is why we have him up at the yard, because that way we can keep an eye on him, and when he's beginning to rest those, you know, either of his legs. So he had a bit of a silly moment today. He was getting a little bit lively, so I think he just overdid it. So we rested him all afternoon and put the Equine on him to help him. But I don't know whether Linda's on here. I don't think I've seen Linda, but thank you again, Linda, for your advice on things that I can get to help support him, because you had your own horse with DSLD for a number of years. Margaret, you're in Southampton listening to me. Oh, your mum lived in her cottage, which was attached to a farmhouse in Skelwith near Ambleside. Oh, how lovely. Oh, it's beautiful over at Ambleside. I love it over there. I haven't been over there for ages. Kathy, you love my tangents. Really? They are worrying sometimes. Mind you, they're not as random as Holly's. Wow, Holly, you know, honestly, I absolutely love, as all of you know, I love Holly to bits. And it's hilarious because you just never know what she's going to come out with next. And that's what I love, you know, if you've not had the chance to watch any of Hol's videos yet, you know, do watch them because they are hilarious. And yeah, she's just so unique. Her and Frey's videos are lovely, and she's getting on with her photography now. She shared, I think, a video the other day with some beautiful pictures she took of all the boys and girls on our Inside Day. Alicia, you're loving the YouTube version. It's so different from Facebook. Well, I wonder, is that because of the camera? In which case that's because it's the GoPro, or is it something else? Is it the interaction? I have no idea. Did Teddy have a hard time getting up after his role in the arena the other day, the day he got silly? Sometimes he does, and I don't worry too much if they take a while to get up, because I think sometimes they need to think about where they're putting their legs. And I'm very much a believer in trusting the horses to work out how much they can do and what's right and wrong. You know, one of the things, like with Nero, who I've not even mentioned yet, somebody said to me the other day that I should take him away from the rocks, and I'm not going to do that because I've electrified the gate to stop him pushing against it, because, you know, that was damaging the gate and he was getting out. But with the rocks, you know, I'm a great believer in the fact that horses learn. They're very intelligent. And if you watch my video yesterday, you'll see that Nero was having a run around in there the other day, but as he got to the corner where the rocks, he's knocked a few of them down, he stopped himself, because he now knows that actually if he climbs on those rocks, they're going to fall down and that's going to hurt. So he's got very clever at putting his feet on the solid rock that doesn't move, and he's worked out for himself what's the sensible thing to do. So yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I don't take unnecessary risks with them, but, you know, equally, I think trust is a very important part of your relationship with a horse. Trust and understanding. That's what we're all about, is learning to understand them and what they're telling us. Karen, yeah, Frey's videos are really good. Jenny, how many miles is an average hack? Well, at the moment, because a lot of them are quite unfit, because, you know, we don't do a huge amount with them in the winter because our facilities don't allow it, and it's not the most efficient place to work. Hello. You know, our fields are a long way. Yeah, there's all sorts of things, reasons why. At the moment, that's the longest hack that Ren's done. No, you went round the village the other day, but going to the village and back is exactly 2 miles. But, you know, once we get more into the season, we might go out a little bit further. But sometimes it's not about the distance, it's about how you're working them, because I know that I could literally do a 20-minute ride and work the horses quite hard not hard, that's the wrong word, quite effectively, because I have the experience to be able to move them in the right way where I'm asking them to use muscles that they need to improve or work on. Whereas if I just sat on the horses and let them do their own thing, then they're not going to be working as hard because I'm not asking them to do as much. And it's something that, you know, years ago with my amazing trainer, who I've been going to for years and still do, she used to be able to, you know, she could achieve in one session what it would take me 30 or 40 sessions to achieve. I'm still nowhere near as accomplished as she is, but I can certainly work a horse more effectively. So I'd like to think that I'm a slightly more accomplished personal trainer now than I was several years ago. And this is where it's lovely to work with Holly and Jodie, because, you know, they're on that learning journey to work out how to work the horses and themselves as effectively as possible. I'm hoping we've still got reception here. Lorna, I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. You haven't seen any of Frey's videos yet, Nakota. They're well worth having a look at. Maureen, Nero does miss his grazing, and would he eat fresh grass clippings? That's actually quite... It's not advised to give fresh grass clippings to horses because it can cause them to colic, and it's not good for their digestive system. It works well with cows and sheep. Certainly freshly picked grass, and now the grass is growing, we can certainly do that for him. That field at the bottom of the hill there, if I turn round, our orchard, our memorial orchard, is where I'm hoping to put him once it dries out a little bit. But it does need to seriously dry out, because he was due to go out this Saturday, but it's going to have to wait a little bit longer. What's that? Holly's videos are hilarious. They are. Jamie, some including me, stay off Facebook because it can be a snark fest. And I dislike how they deal with that and propaganda. But I digress. No, I like that. You're absolutely right. I mean, to be honest, I don't look at my newsfeed on Facebook. I simply use it for posting about what we do here. Jenny, that's interesting. I would love to see a video explaining the different types of training for the horse's muscles. We've thought of, well, we've talked about doing that a lot, and we will do more of that. I mean, our Insight Day was a start, but obviously at the moment we couldn't have live streamed the whole thing where you could have heard us. But, and Lindsay, if you're still on here, I still do have on my list of people to contact a company about getting better cameras, stationary cameras outside that have a good sound system. So hopefully we'll be able to do that at some point. I'm also excited because my trainer has said that she'll let me video her one day as well, and she's got a brilliant way of explaining things. Great reception, good. Alicia, I love the quality of the YouTube version. I think it's clearer somehow. Again, that might be because I'm on the GoPro. Ruth, I think Ren has thoroughly enjoyed her trip out. They are. Oh, Tara, thank you for the appreciation of Tamara's daffodils. Look, there's Tamara and Woody. So we're back at the yard now. It's weird when I look at my phone because there's a delay on it. Ren, you are amazing. You see, I hardly paid you any attention really, but you just do your thing. But she prefers that if I don't ask too much of her. Although you have got a little bit sweaty, haven't you? Hello, my darling. Say hello to everybody. Look, they can see you now. That's right. You go in your parking bay. Are you going to go and say hello to Woody? Yeah? Right. So, we're back. And Tamara's here with computer. Yes. Not. Is the computer there? It's there. Look, it's in the bag. Wonderful. I'm just going to put my phone in my pocket or somewhere. Right, just bear with me while I untack Ren. We will... So do you want... Look, I'm going to give the camera to Tamara. She's only offering to do that because she doesn't want to be on the camera herself. Oh look, you're seeing the back of my head. Sorry. I'm all caught up in my hood now. Please don't get seasick, anyone who's watching this. It annoys me when the camera moves too much.
I don't know where to point it, I have to say.
If you tap the back of the screen, there you go. You can see, and if it goes off, then you can press it again.
Right,
so
okay.
I'm not looking at comments at the moment because I'm just untacking Ren.
Yes, and I'm sorry, I can't look at comments either because I can't actually film and look at comments, unlike Tracy.
Well, I had to wear my glasses, which is, you know, isn't that sad?
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I should really take the saddle off first before taking the bridle off. I'm not really doing things in the right order. Did the wind noise irritate you?
Yes, the wind noise and the cutting out severely irritated me.
Did it cut out a lot?
Not too much, only in certain places. And as you say, you know, we'll know the areas.
We should have rewatched that video last night rather than that awful series we watched on BBC iPlayer. Renske always does this. She always loves to hold on to the bit, don't you? I have got you a tasty apple. Thank you to everybody who's donated apples. Now that
Hi, Ren.
has come to an end.
You want to eat my phone? Okay.
And as you can see, they're loving the apples. Now I feel really mean because behind you is Teddy Bear wondering why he's not getting an apple.
Oh, Teddy.
Oh, Ren, was that lovely? Oh, what's making a noise? Oh, it's your poo bags. Your poo bag's making a noise. Sorry. Everyone's probably wanting to know who's apple, but right. I'm going to have to, just because I've given Ren an apple in front of everyone, I'm going to
Yes, you will have to go.
Yeah.
We'll have a little munching from Ren. And a bit of dribble. My apologies. You can all tell that I am no good at filming. I've nearly tripped over some feed bowls there. So, oh God, Ren's on her way to get more.
Well, okay, there are. Look, you've already had one. Right, a Nero. Oh, Nero. Oh, there's everyone's favourite rainbow boy. He looks really tall there, but it's only because he's up on a step. That's the only reason. No, you've had. Let me give Teddy Bear. So we've got Teddy Bear in here. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. And then we have over here. There we go. And I'm actually just going to let Annie out because I only contained her so that I could get down the driveway. Sorry. That's the door that's dropped. Another maintenance thing to add
Oh,
to
that's
the
not
list.
that's not on my list.
Oh, is it not?
Shit. Oh.
Did you just swear? Oh, I love it. Sorry, I have to laugh at tomorrow because I'm going to have to bleep you out in future. Holly is going to love that. The amount of times that if I get Tamara on camera, I have to edit out her swearing.
I don't swear that much.
No, you don't swear that much. Right, okay.
It's only because Woody's lead might have got trapped around Annie's legs. So.
No, it's because you, as Holly would say, you've got a potty mouth. Oh dear. Right, we need to do the raffle. Right, I'm gonna let Annie out with Ren. It's not too it's not cold. I will sponge Ren off after we've finished the live. But tonight, tomorrow, can I be a pain? Would you mind going and shutting the barriers? The last couple of nights, Annie has wandered free run with the deer that you might have seen on my video. Those fighting deer, weren't they amazing if you saw it? I need to look at my phone because I can't see your comments. So Hidda and Annie have wandered the last few nights, and tonight we're going to let Ren and Annie wander free. Although Ren says, I want to head down to the field. No, you're not going to go down there because you're going to have a night in so that you can go in the stable if you want to. Oh, she's off up that way. Where are you going, Ren? Anyway, I will come and sort her out in a bit. And Tara says you're hysterical. You see, everyone heard it. We're all adults. Yes, we are all adults. Tomorrow, Lindsay says, where's the swear box? Yes. Yeah, you wait till I tell Bailey. You need to, yeah, you're absolutely right. We have shut the barrier. It's shut. There you go. They're going to go up to the field now. So that's where the gate's redone up there. Right, Lindsay, all fundraising will have to go to filling the box.
What was that?
Jamie said, right to Lindsay, all fundraising will have to go to filling the box. Were they roe deer? I think they were. Were they roe deer?
I can't remember. I'd have to look it up.
Oh,
again.
right, okay. But yeah, they were quite ferocious. Anyway, I don't know where to put the camera now. Let's put the camera over here. And then we'll get the computer out. Or I'll get tomorrow to get the computer out. Oh, sorry, I dropped you. I didn't mean to drop you. Let's see if you can see anyone on that. They've disappeared. Sorry, this is the problem with lives. You know, you have to put up with us faffing around for a bit. Is Bailey doing a wild garden this year? Yes, he's planted it now. So hopefully that will start to blossom fairly soon. Oh, sorry. Goodbye, Lenny. Thank you for joining us. We are going to find out who's won that beautiful Doutzen scarf. Have you got... So Tamara has... I should turn it round so you can see us both. Sorry, I didn't work this out. So Tamara uses... What's the website called?
Random.org.
Basically, everybody who's bought tickets for the raffles, all of your names and numbers. Sorry, I'm just watching Hoitzer and Ren up there flirting with each other.
They're going to knock the wall down.
No, they're not going to knock the wall down. It's already knocked down up there. Freya takes all your names and puts them on a spreadsheet so that you all have a number by your name. If you're on our Facebook behind the scenes group, then you got the first 10 people who entered the raffle got an extra entry. So that's all on the spreadsheet. So Tamara's going to put in the number.
I take the number of entries and I put the number of entries into the true random number generator, and I press a generate button, and then I will flick back over to the spreadsheet to let you know which person has won
the wonderful scarf. Should I bring the scarf out?
I think you should, because it would go beautifully with your... Oh, we're both wearing our
green
green
jackets.
jackets.
I am going to go and very quickly get it. Sorry, let me just sort my hair out.
Sorry, don't trip over Woody, because that would then encourage me to swear again, and I really don't want to do that.
You keep chatting to everyone.
I don't swear that much, or I don't think I do. But if something rather dramatic is going to happen, like Woody's lead getting caught up in horses' hooves, or Tracy about to fall over the lead because she's only got sight in one eye, then I don't have a filter that stops me from blurting out whatever is going on in my brain. In fact, I'm not like Tracy. Tracy is very good at, as she says, waffling, whereas I would much rather think about what I say before I say it. But I find that really hard.
Did I terrify you, leaving you in front of the camera?
Yes, you did, and I waffled like you do.
You see, it runs in the family.
See, look how beautifully it goes.
I can't see on the screen now. I have to tap the screen so that I can see what I'm showing you. Can you see? Look, so, little clutch bag. I'm not going to put it on because it's all beautifully wrapped up at the moment. It has this gorgeous little pin on it that Wendy makes. So Wendy hand makes all of these. And then there's the scarf, but as I say, I'm not going to open it up because it's all nice and neatly folded and it's clean. So one of you is going to win this tonight.
Right, so I shall press the generate button.
And we're only going to give first name out because of data protection.
And the winning number is number 32.
Oh, I'm excited.
And the name on number 32 is Suzanne.
Suzanne. Do you know, I had a weird premonition that was going to happen purely because, Suzanne, if you're watching this and you've opened your emails, I sent you a message earlier today because I've literally just wrapped up and packaged up something that Royal Mail are picking up for you tomorrow.
Oh.
And now you've won this. So I will also get this packaged up, and this will be winging its way to you tomorrow as well.
Oh, that's
so
well timed.
congratulations, Suzanne.
Well done.
That's wonderful. And of course, if you haven't seen, although I suspect that you might have, we also launched the Iceman scarf raffle today.
Remind me what colour he is.
So he's Iceman, ice blue.
Oh, ice blue.
Ice blue. Sorry, I'm just adjusting that. So that's live on the website now. We had some fantastic entries today. I didn't get any video of him today, but Holly did a birthday video yesterday, and Jodie's had him in today, and he had another lovely clean up. She did a bit of groundwork, and actually I went and joined her because she came to see me and she said, oh, he's just making these funny little clicking noises as he was moving around on the right rein. And it's something that Doutson's done a little bit. And so I had a listen, and I don't think it was anything to worry about.
It's not like me when I click my ankles when I move on my knees. It wasn't a clicky
joint, and it may even have been his stomach. It might have even been a little bit of air in his stomach. So he's perfectly sound, happy enough. But, you know, again, Jodie, it was lovely that she could just come to me and say, because we all work so well with each other, if there's something that we're not sure of, we'll always check with the other and say, is this right? Is this normal? Am I overthinking it? Because we're all very good at overthinking things. I'm doing it again, I'm waffling. Right.
But hopefully there's not as much wind noise or dodgy internet connection.
I'm going to speak to that lovely technician at GoPro again about how I can get this attached to the harness with the wind protection on.
I think
that's on the technical side of things.
We just need to get another Starlink dish attached to your heats. I think the reception isn't as good. So
Right.
I just imagined you with a satellite receiver on your head. They probably don't do those.
Do you know, I deliberately didn't put the GoPro on my hat because my hat is a bit old, to be fair. We were joking about it today, saying
But the view was good.
Yeah, no, but I didn't want to put it on my hat because my hat's a bit old. It would have wobbled down a little bit.
Do you need
and
a
it's
new
quite
hat?
bulky.
Because that's a health and safety issue.
I know. I do need a new hat, but I need to choose one first before I get it. I want a nice black and gold one. But I'll never be as colour coordinated as Jodie.
No, nobody will.
Or as stylish, but you know, I can try. Anyway, thank you, Experimental Elemental. You're a fab team. We are. I have to agree. We are an awesome team. Even though Frey and Hol and Jodie aren't here right now, they will be here on other lives. Actually, sorry, before I go, exciting thing. I might as well tell you now what we're going to do for the live for next Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
And Holly's agreed to it today.
Excellent.
So, we'll do you a live hack. I'm thinking, should I be saying this? Because I haven't really thought it through.
I think you need to be careful what you say.
Okay, right. This isn't 100%, but this is the plan. Because we were talking earlier about me doing 2 lives. Anyway, I'm waffling again.
Yes.
Right, next Wednesday, I'm going to do a live hack out with Renske, and then, all being well, and unless somebody else books it, Hol, myself, and Bailey are going to do a live overnight stay in Stable Stays. How does that sound? With Hoitzer and Jubbers.
Oh, lovely.
I'm not sure I want to leave the sound on all through the night because I don't know how much Holly's going to trump, you know, and what I may say in my sleep, if I sleep. But I think that would be a really lovely thing to do.
I think it would be brilliant. I think it would be brilliant.
And I've been wanting to do a stable stay with Hoitzer forever.
Long time.
So yeah, who fancies joining us for that? I like that. Nakota, oh my God, that sounds amazing. Oh my God, yay. Jamie, I keep seeing messages you're retracting. Are you saying things and then regretting them? What's it? Hold on. Do we like that? Can't wait for that. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my, you know what's staying. You're staying up for that one. Sounds fun. Hoitzer does trump all night as well. But yeah, won't that be cool? Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Paul.
And they'll need
Diane.
lots of people to comment and take part, you know, and have great conversations.
Yeah, we will.
Not
Yeah.
throughout the night, but just you know.
No, but
when
you know, the whole question of who's going to do the cooking. You know, should Bailey do his afternoon teas so that Hoyts and jump?
Stress.
Oh, there's so many options.
That's
It's
way
so
too much
exciting.
stress. No,
Yeah, but you know-
I'll bring you food.
Oh, are you
I'll
gonna
be your
join us?
No,
Oh.
I'll be your I'll be your takeaway delivery driver.
Okay.
Or healthy
Yeah.
food delivery driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and actually, if we do it on a Wednesday, the other good thing about that is that Hol works with her mum on a Thursday, and they turn around. Sarah, Hol and Frey's mum, Sarah, turns around stable stays,
Cleans it
and
and gets
cleans
it ready
it.
for the next people.
So-
So that's it.
So
Yeah,
Hol
that
will have
fits
to
well.
clean it as well.
So she best not make too much of a mess.
That's brilliant.
Maybe
Anyway,
we should get Bailey cooking in there then.
yeah.
No, too much stress.
No. Anyway, I think that's it from us for tonight. Thank you. This was a great start to the 2024 live
Yeah, it
season.
was.
Thank you for all our usual Facebook followers who have managed to find us on YouTube. I hope that you'll forgive me for posting on here instead. What I could possibly do is download it off the memory stick and post it on Facebook too.
Yes.
But thank you all again for joining. Thank you for everything that you do for us. And we just need to end the live.
I'll let you do it.
I can't remember how to do it. No, I do remember how to do it. I now